Welcome back, guys. And I was wondering, have you seen the movie Bright with Will Smith on Netflix? Now, this movie got a lot of bad reviews from critics, but a lot of people like me really like this type of stuff. The director of Training Day directed this movie as well. So, this movie really deals with the center of a dark evil magic called the Dark Lord, who ruled like 2,000 years ago using dark magic. And I'm going to read from my notes because I'm going to explain some of it for people that don't know much about it. And you guys comment below. Uniting against the power of Dark Lord, a simple orc farmer, Jirok, who had not pledged himself to the Dark Lord or even blooded by his own people. But if you look at the movie, in like the middle or the end, he does get blooded. Let's see, magic. So we're dealing with a lot of magic in it, and I really like this type of movie because you have magic, you have elves, you have orcs and things like that, and you got Will Smith. Bright exists in a world that looks very much like the one we live in. So it's fantasy slash urban type setting, and the Brights are the ones who can wield the magic of the wand. And Will Smith is the only human in like a million years that can actually touch the wand without blowing up, getting blowed up. So wands, let's see. Let's go back to the magic for a minute. Because magic was a primary tool of the Dark Lords, its use and information about its existence is highly regulated. So when you look at the movie, you'll see what they're talking about surrounding the dark magic. The wand. Magical wands are items of immense magical power, and even in the real world, if humans find out that they can get something to make them rich or make them healthy forever and this and that, it's going to be another world war if we have that type of power that exists. And you guys know that for a fact. Wands are exceptionally rare and highly regulated due to their clear potential for misuse. See what I just said? Brights. Wands can only be wielded by a special being called a bright. Brights aren't their own races, but special people within their own race. And most of the people that are brights are elves. Elves are the high class people in society. Humans and orcs are poor, lower class people. If anyone that isn't in the bright touches a wand with their bare skin, they are completely consumed by its magic, exploding in a wave of magic that can kill everything in the near vicinity. However, merely being a bright in and of itself isn't enough to properly wield a magic wand. And it's funny that this movie came out because I'm actually in the beginning process of writing a elf warrior romance type thing, but it's not dealing with an urban setting like this. It's more of fantasy. Elves. Elves are the high races of humanoid beings that control most of everything in the world. If you go to Elf Town or the Elf District, you'll see all these rich people spending money like you would in Hollywood somewhere. Humans. While elves are a clear upper class, humans seem to live mostly below the elves, although they appear to enjoy a fair amount of class mobility. The orcs are like the lower class people, and I'm about to give you something on them right now. Orcs are the clear underclass in this world because of their allegiance to the Dark Lord 2,000 years ago. They're looked down on by everyone, especially the humans whose ancestors fought them in battle. And you know what? I think they already had signed a part two to this with Will Smith, and I think they're going to bring the Dark Lord back in that one. I believe he will appear to make the movie interesting as well. But this was a great movie. I don't know what the critics was talking about. The Los Angeles Police Force is responsible for policing the city of Los Angeles and is mostly comprised of humans and a few centaurs, but a recent diversity initiative brought on the orcs. Magic Task Force. Now, this is a special force with the FBI who goes out and investigates and, do whatever they do dealing with magic and the one and things like that. So they need elves on that magic with humans task force. Shield of Light. The Shield of Light is an underground militant group intent on preparing combat to the Dark Lord's return. While the Magic Task Force tries to prevent magic being used to resurrect him, the Shield of Light sees his return. Shoot, man, this thing went out on me. Hold on. Sorry about that. Screen went out on me. Outside of all magic, all the guns, tanks, and drones in the world would not be sufficient for battling this thing. I'm telling you, that magic wand can take out anything. And it seemed like most of the gangs were afraid of the elves because the elves are super fast, even when shooting directly at them. Inferni. The Inferni are a group of renegade elves seeking to bring the Dark Lord back. And they almost achieved that if it wasn't for Tiki. You got fairies and different things like that in there. I thought they was going to make the fairies look more of like pretty, like you see in Disney or whatever, but they look more like demonic fairies. And that's about it right now, guys. So if you've seen Bright on Netflix, please tell me what you think about it. What do you expect in part 2 of Bright? See you guys next time. Thank you for being here.